do you want to just introduce yourself a little bit, who you are, and what you've been doing for the last year or so?
My name is Joseph Birdsong. I have been a YouTuber for about 10 years now, coming up on my 10th year in January. Right now, I focus mainly on my gaming channel, which is DK1 Games, and this is what I do. I'm wearing 2 sets of headphones. I look like a big nerd right now, which describes me pretty accurately. These are Diva headphones that I made myself from Overwatch.
I love them.
Thank you.
Amazing.
They cost 99 cents to produce, so I guess I'll mass produce them and then sell them for $20 each. If anyone's
high
interested.
Quality. Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
Okay, so I'm just going to dive right into it. So I've been following you for quite some time now. And what I've noticed is that you have a very strong, unique personality. And
that could mean so many things.
It means really good things, and I'm going to get into it.
Thank you.
So, many years ago, I remember reading an article that someone wrote about you, and I don't know if you remember this, but there was a section in the article that said you were the most naturally funny person that they had ever met. Do you remember? Do you remember that article? It was from years and years ago.
I don't remember it at all.
I remember that quote saying that you were the most naturally funny person they'd ever met, and you leaning over a rafter thing over a river. That was something that really stuck with me because I feel like since I've been watching your channel from when you're on your main channel and now when you're on your gaming channel, and then as I've been getting to know you on Overwatch as well, I feel like that is such a true statement about you. You're such a naturally funny person, and it comes... You're very quick. You're a very quick, naturally funny person.
Thank you.
What my question is that something you've always had, or is it something that's kind of grown over time to where you are now?
I think it's mostly something I've always had. I always just was a little bit snappy, I guess you could say. I just remember always sort of being the funny one with my friends and stuff. I think I watched a lot of TV as a kid that I probably shouldn't have watched as a kid. I watched a lot of Seinfeld when I was really young, and they always had those quick, comebacks and whatever. I was probably way too young to understand any of them, but I fucking loved Seinfeld. It was the best show ever. So I think I've always had it. It's for a few years I didn't feel like I had it anymore, and now it's back on, I think.
I don't think you ever lost it, personally. I mean, with your gaming videos, I watch them religiously, like a lot of your friends do. We open it up in the mornings and we eat our breakfast and watch them. And I don't think you ever lost it. But what I wanted to get into with this is I find with my personality over the years, I don't know if other people see themselves doing this, but I feel like I find people that I think are interesting online or in my general life, and I see quicks in them, like things that they've said or mannerisms they have, and I almost adopt that mannerism.
Right.
And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it's what I do. And I feel like I have my own personality, but I grab a lot of personalities from other people, and that's what's formed me. And with saying this, you are a very strong person that I have siphoned things from. And now with this, what I'm getting at here is the other day on Overwatch, I was playing with Jared, and we were just playing the game, and then one of us got the play of the game. And then I think it was me or him, or we both did it at some time, and we were like, what? Me? We got it? And that is one of your quips. Mm-hmm. And that is something that you
I'm just
you
so
made
humble,
up.
You're
humble.
You're just so humble. You just gotta be like, what? I was so unexpected. I was playing that great. Yeah. What?
Yeah, and that is one of your created, manifested mannerisms that not only I had taken on board. I did that at work. Actually, speaking to you right now. No. Speaking to you right now is your mannerisms and everything is something that I've grown into over time. And with Jared saying that as well, I was like, oh my goodness, other people find his mannerisms attractive too. From watching listening to the podcast as well, there's a running joke that Sam's laugh has became your laugh. So you guys have the same laugh. And that, obviously, that laugh originated with you. So the question
a bit of a cackle,
is...
really.
A bit of a cackle. So, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. So, unintentional.
So the first question after that long rant was, do you feel like there are people in your life that you have mimicked things from, or are you completely original and all this stuff is just you?
Some of the stuff, I don't know where it comes from. Like, I started saying biscuits all the time on my channel, like T-2 biscuits and whatever. I do not know where that came from. I think when I'm just playing a horror game, shit just comes out of my mouth. But stuff like, I say top 10 sometimes, like top 10 whatevers. I had a friend like 10 years ago who used to say like top 10 things, so I definitely siphoned that from them. Yeah, but some stuff I just don't know. I know a lot of it will come from movies and stuff. Like Drop Dead Gorgeous is one of my favorite movies, and there's a lot of hilarious lines in that. Some of it, though, I just don't know where it comes from. It's just like...
I'm so envious.
A gift from God, you know? It's just like, whatever, you know?
Oh my God. Yeah, just a gift from God.
It's just like crap coming out of my mouth constantly. I'm saying it's a gift from God is actually from Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh my god!
Kirstie Alley's character does that in it, and she almost cracks up in the middle of the scene. It's great.
So, the second question in this topic is: are you aware that other people do this, and is this a constant theme throughout your life that you've been like, oh, I said that, and they're copying me, kind of thing, or have you seen other YouTubers online and gone, oh, you know, they've copied that from me, kind of thing? Are you aware of it? Or
I'm definitely
so much?
I'm aware of it around friends and stuff. Like in Overwatch, I'll hear what other people are saying in the voice chat and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's so funny. No, I love it though. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't noticed any other YouTubers doing it. Probably no YouTubers like watch me anymore. But yeah, I don't notice it around those parts as much.
So I guess, you know, the main thing that we can take from people emulating your style is the amazing section in the Queen Bee song.
Blast from the past.
Well, that was the section on personality. So now we're going to move on to your work. So,
okay.
Over the years, you have been someone who you described on the podcast as an experiencer. So you went to Seattle and you worked. And then you went to... Sorry, it might be flipped. You went to San Francisco and you worked, and then you went to Seattle to work. And you were there for a couple months, and you just had a feel of the place. Then you came back, you went, you experienced it again. And then you came back again, and you've really dived into your gaming channel. You're laughing like, thanks for pointing all of this out, Liam. Good freaking job. But
it's great.
It's great.
It's great. Whatever. My life's in shambles. It's whatever.
Where's my fucking medication? No, what I'm getting at is that you've dived into your gaming channel, and it's very successful. You've got your Patreon page going. You've got a lot of people viewing. Your views are great. You're really involved in this gaming channel at the moment. It's going really well for you. But my question is have you got any plans to go and do more experiences in like the next year and travel to another state and work again? Or is this kind of like, okay, I've now got the Patreon, I've got a lot of viewers, I kind of have to do this for a long period of time?
I definitely don't think I'm done. I think for a long time I was sort of searching for like what I really wanted to do on YouTube. And I think it took me like almost 10 years to figure that out, but I think I finally figured it out. I love the gaming channel so much. It has just been, I think it's been about a couple years since I really kicked it into gear, and I have loved like every second of it. But as far as like, I don't think I'll ever want to stop experiencing stuff like in my outside of YouTube life either. Like I'm going to Chicago in a couple of weeks to...
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, in a couple of weeks I'm going to stay there for a couple of weeks too, and I'm just going to like troll around the city, hang out with some friends, like maybe look at some apartments or something. And maybe I'll want to stay there and maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. But...
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I'm always just looking for, like, the next thing that I want to do. But I always, like... I have these periods of time where, like, I'll go experience something and then I'll come back home and I'll be like, okay, I need to, like, recover from that situation. But I feel like I'm, like, ready to, like, go away for the big one. I think.
The big one.
The big one.
That's
the big
so
move.
exciting. I find the big move. I find your approach to work very attractive, that you can come home and work and be really engrossed in the projects that you're working on, but then you're more than happy to go to a city and experience it, but still be able to get a job in kind of an area that you're okay with.
Right.
But you're mainly there to have that life experience, and I find that so attractive. So the next question about your work is, what is it like working at home with your family, and what is the kind of dynamic that you've got going on there?
We have basically totally opposite schedules. Like, I am usually up until, like, 5 or 6 a.m. Lately. Just because I film all of my videos at night. I'll try to do, like, 2 or 3 a night some nights. Just because it's quiet. The neighborhood's quiet. I don't have to worry about, like, bugging anyone or anything. So, yeah. And my family really likes having me here. They always sort of discourage me from moving. I know. They just love me so much. I mean, who wouldn't want to be around us all the time? No. No, I have a great dynamic with my family. I see them all the time. I live with my mom and my dad. And my sister comes down at least several times a year. She's only up in St. Louis. So, yeah, I'm really close with my family, I would say.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same in Arkansas, but here in Sydney, there's a bit of a 50-50 situation going on with living at home with your parents. I live at home with my mum as well at the moment. And it's a bit of a 50-50 split where it's like the statistics are saying that a lot of people live at home with their parents now that are in our age bracket. Because it's so expensive to live out of home. But then the other side of the coin is there's a stigma attached to us doing that. And it's like, oh, you're at home with your parents. Mm-hmm. There definitely is, yeah. So what is your approach to that stigma? Because the reason why I ask is me living at home with my mum, it makes me so happy. She's really happy. Right. She wants me to be here. I want to be here. I like having the company. She's like my best friend. And it makes both of us happy to be here, but there's that stigma of how I should move out. Right. And what is your approach to that? Because I feel like we're in very similar situations.
I think I struggled with it for a long time because I have bounced back home now like 3 times or something like that. I don't even fucking know. And, you know, sometimes in like people on Twitter or somewhere like that would like joke about it or something, like hint that you're like a failure or something because you live at home. And I totally know that they're joking and stuff, but, you know, sometimes those things are like, am I a failure? Like, what's going on here? But
sensitive.
I finally I had to stop listening to that because I love being here. My parents love being here. Like, I am making my own living still. I'm just living in their house. Yeah, I think I finally got past it. And my dad would always say basically what you just said. He said, you know, nowadays, you know, kids are staying at home a lot longer, and it used to be like that. Like, you used to not leave your home until you were, like, married, like, back in the old days. Yeah. And, so I don't know. I think it's something that'll change with the next generation. Like, I think the next generation won't think it's as weird, because probably their parents will have lived at home for a long time. So.
Do you think they'll be, like, their parents will be living with their grandparents?
It'll
we
be
just
like
have to live in the...
Those old-timey families, like, out in the country in, like, Arkansas, like, in the 1900s or something, where there's, like, 4 generations in the same house. Yeah. And half of them are, like, married to each other because it was Arkansas, but whatever.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I love that. Anyway, that was all the questions I had for you for this little interview. I hope that was okay.
Oh, I loved it. I love chatting.
Cool.
I love talking. I just love talking. I just love talking. I talk all the time.
Oh gosh. Well, that was kind of all I wanted to take up your time for. So that was fun. How would you like people to find you?
You can find me on my gaming channel, youtube.com/DK1Games. I still have a lot of cool content, I hope, on my vlog channel, youtube.com/DisneyKid1. Basically, my username for everything else is Joseph Birdsong. my Snapchat, my Twitter, and my Twitch is DK1 Games as well.
I will put all of Joe's details in the description below, along with his YouTubes and his website and his spreadshirt as well. So that'll all be down there in the description.
I should have worn like the literally flawless Eddie, shouldn't I?
I was gonna wear it, but I was like, that might be a little overkill. Okay, I will switch off the camera now and turn everything off. I have like 6 programs going on.
Okay.